We're seeing you here in The Lost Girls. Was there anything about Adam in particular, about his relationship with Wendy that really drew you to be a part of this film?
Yeah, sure. I think, well, when I first got the script and understanding that, I guess it could be a metaphor, an analogy for sort of traits passed on, good and bad, and or trauma passed on throughout generations of the family. I thought it was really interesting to come from the point of view of marrying into that. And so, when you're dating someone or you marry into a family and you learn their idiosyncrasies and you might mention like, that's not normal. Yeah, it was an interesting view into that and to play within that world.
What do you think it is about Wendy and Adam that really connects the two, other than the way that she says the bugs are in there? There's
Oh
bugs in
yeah.
there. That really drew them together.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it is just, I mean, I guess it's love, but it's also, I'm kind of a weird guy, kind of like offbeat. So anybody offbeat, I'll connect with. Only later on do I learn there might be a whole host of issues that I'm not privy to in the beginning. But I think it is her offbeat, her quirkiness, and I guess she was, she's shy, and he can sort of be the dashing guy to take care of her. So yeah, just a good fit, a good puzzle piece.
That's a interesting segue into our next thing. My next question. I mean, there is a bit of a disturbance with her. I would say that she's almost manic. Is that something that he seems to notice, or does he think it's just her offbeat personality that's taken her to this other sort of worldly place?
That's a good question. I don't know. I would say, I guess some could be manic. Um, I don't know. I mean, when I think about, I guess friends I've had or people I've dated or whatnot, some, I guess, traits you don't really notice as being manic or being super strange until maybe after the fact or until a big event. And I do think once their daughter grows and is around the same age that Wendy started, had the experience with Peter and so forth, is Adam, he's really like, yo, we gotta fix this. And sometimes that's how it happens in families. It's not until later that you realize something's really, really wrong or off. Yeah.
Some of my favorite moments from the film were obviously the wedding, and the book burning scene was a little intense as well. What were some of your favorite scenes to film?
Yeah, I would say the wedding. I mean, listen, you gotta, I live in London and we did, oh gosh, it was COVID. It was August, I think, July, August of the first year of COVID. Forgive me, 2020, I guess.
Yes.
Um, and it just so happened that we filmed most of it kind of in and around my neighborhood. So that was like, it was really surreal. Usually I'm traveling across the world, and here I am. It was like a 5 minute car ride to set, or I walked home a couple nights. I was like, this is so cool. And then my kids, my family, my wife and my kids came to set. So that was, I mean, everything was just like, I mean, I walk by one of the locations nearly every day. It's really cool. Like, wow, I did a movie in my hometown.
What do you think it is? Or what do you hope viewers take away from watching The Lost Girls?
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's cathartic in a way. My wife watched it and she teared up. She cried at the end. Um, I suppose the magic of families, forgiveness, if you will, but the magic within even a family of overlapping experiences or perspectives that we see through the generations of women in the film, and the acceptance from the grandmother all the way down to the reluctance of Wendy, and then the outright sort of rejection of Barry. It's like it's amazing. It's I guess the generational love and trauma and how it all unfolds.
a beautiful way to describe it. I think that's a perfect summary for this film. Um, what are the other projects that you have been busy working on lately?
Oh yeah. I think this Friday, June 3rd. Yes, this Friday, a show I'm in called P Valley is airing the second season, first episode on Friday. I have this mustache because I'm just about to go off and play in a political spy thriller set in 1978. And so I'm
Oh,
retroing myself. So yeah, I go off to Europe for that Thursday, something like that, for a few months. And so yeah, you can look out for that.